Hey everyone! Welcome back! I am back today with more Kamen Rider Saber. You guys, I am so excited to see what is going to happen next on this show. If you're joining me early today, you already know what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending you up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So, what to even say about last episode of Saber? Because I gotta say, it's been a really good series so far, but I think that just that was the clincher for me. That was like, oh my god, that was so amazing. And just so out of nowhere, because honestly, I was expecting the King of Arthur power to do, like any other power that he's kind of had so far. I thought it was just going to augment his suit somehow, and produce like a cool effect around him and everything. No. See, he's Kamen Rider Saber because he literally is the saber. And he just he just kind of went along for the ride for that one. Just like Mecca Arthur came out and was amazing and blew my mind. And there was part of me that was sitting there wondering, like, is this even real life right now? And then he just picks up Toma, a saber, and he's just like, okay, this is my life now. I am a saber. I mean, maybe no one let him know that when he became Kamen Rider Saber, it was in the job description to be a saber. But that was magnificent. I'm never going to forget that. I think that's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in Kamen Rider, and that's really saying something. So, of course, we had other stuff going on in the episode 2. We had them kind of toying with my feelings about Ogami and kind of, we had him like turn to stone and everything, and they were kind of treating it like a death almost, and I was like, no, you're not going to do that to me. I saw him, he was not dead, and you're not going to do that to me. Of course, many people, what I know from the comments, I guess there's kind of a rumor, fan theory going around in the community that maybe he's going to be like the Christmas kill this year. We know that Kamen Rider likes to do some dramatic stuff at Christmas time, and I guess a few bets have been placed on him being the one, but I hope that's not true. I really hope, I don't want to see any of them get harmed. But yeah, so the Medusas were really cool too, by the way. I actually meant to say that last episode. I really enjoyed them. And I really liked the kind of point of the story being that Toma learns to, work with his friends, it's his ability to work with them and know their strengths and collaborate with them that makes him so great. Not, okay, well, I have to hide everything from them and carry it all on my own. It's like, no. Friendship is magic, Toma. Friendship is magic. And he learned that. He learned it was magic. I love the message about, which so much of the series is about, like, writing your own story. And he literally wrote his own story. So you gotta respect that. Kind of a literal, there was a lot of literal stuff last time, but a very literal interpretation of, like, writing your own narrative. So that was really cool. I think there's a lot of like good moral lessons in this show. Of course, we ended with, that kind of zoom in on the photo of what appeared to be Kento's dad, Sophia, and I've been told in the comments that the other individual was the former Saber. What's weird is they were focusing a lot on the former Saber, which really makes me wonder. And we already know that with Calibur, they did that thing where they obscured his face in that one episode, which doesn't make any sense if we already know who it is, right? So now I'm like, oh my lord, is it the former Saber that's Calibur? That would be nuts. I have no idea. But there is one way to find out, and that is to go ahead and jump into this next episode. Let's go. All right, you guys. I was not prepared. I wasn't prepared last week either, but I was just not prepared for something so specifically tailored to my needs as the candy rock band Kamen Rider. It's like they had this idea for a rider, and they're like, let's make it candy themed. They're like, that's great, but candy's not enough. Let's also put in rock music and candy and bright colors. And my brain just exploded. So I love music anyway, so the whole like sound music theme with the like screaming guitars and everything is so fun. And the like the bright colored candy, you know, I'm very into like kawaii aesthetic and everything. So just like combining those two completely broke my brain. But besides the fact that just it was so perfect for me, it was also just really, really cool the way that it played out. I love that he gets so hyped up and like so not like him. Like he goes into like this crazy like hyperdrive kind of mode. And I don't know if it's because of the high energy music or the sugar or a little bit of both, because they just go together so well. Like the loud, fast music and the candy combined, it makes total sense that his thing would be that he like goes into like a hyper state. And very funny because that's so not him. Like he's so like stoic and everything. Wow, guys. That might be my favorite writer on the show. Not like character-wise, maybe, because we don't know him that well yet, but like design, that might be my favorite, you guys. I don't know. What do you think? Who's your favorite and why? I already told you why for me. Man, I need some candy right now. I could really use some candy. That made me hungry, not gonna lie. And then I can go into hyper mode with my sugar rush. Okay. Getting back to business, we're missing some books now, which is bad, because we know that they are planning on combining all of these books to create something more powerful than Arthur. Also, as I feared, and as a lot of you were kind of contemplating, this whole thing with Calibur is off. It's not Kento's dad, is it? But in that flashback, wasn't that the previous Saber saying, why did you betray us? Like, so how could it be the previous Saber? You know what I mean? I don't know. I mean, it could be. There's weirder things. Weirder things have happened. They could explain that away. But like just the way he was looking at the photo makes me wonder, is that who it is? If it's not Kento's dad, and we know it's not Sophia, then is it the other person in the picture? I honestly don't know. But man, you want to talk about like a hyper-fueled sugar rush of a way of telling a story. I mean, we have just not stopped since the series started. There has been like no lag time, no downtime. Everything's just been like new writer, new character, new suit, new power, new this, new that. And like just when you think you're like, man, that was the best, I really like that, they're like, oh, did you now? Because also, we're gonna do this. You're welcome. So I really love that, guys. I really, really love that. And I said last episode was what clinched it for me, and I gotta say, I don't know if I like it better than Mecca Arthur, but it's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. Like, I was almost moved to tears. I really was almost moved to tears. I was so happy I could have cried. Just to see the bright colors in all of that working together. It was pretty great. Also, we need to find out who is the girl who showed up. Is that the girl from his flashbacks? Is that a different girl? Is she a swords person? How does that tie in? So, all right, guys. Time to start guessing, trying to guess what's going on with Calibur. I'm sure you guys have some really fun theories. I'm sure there's a lot of fun theories going around the internet. We'll see. We will find out. So awesome episode, guys. I loved that. I hope you loved watching it along with me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.